Cancer, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early October 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as usual and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's going on for the lovely Cancerians. I hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Shuffle it up here one time and see what we got for you, my guides. Talk to me. What's up with the Cancer Collective? So we move into October, and yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself, and at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Cancer, please. My God, it's one nice and quick. Nice and quick. Oh, yeah, now the deck is being specific. I asked for a quick one. It's like, no, you're going to wait, Kyle. It's all good, though. For anyone new here, I only read jumpers. Okay, so there's a big future focus here with this card. I love it. Generally, it is very, very positive. There's a little anticipation I'm feeling here as well, Cancer. There could be something you're either waiting on or anticipating, like any minute, any second. There's a lot of interesting energy I'm picking up off of this week. Now, before we really dive into it too much, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the October subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about this card. So we see this lovely lady. She is standing on the beach, beautiful blue gown or dress, and she is looking out towards the distance. Notice that speckled in the sky are these big objects with rainbows coming out of them. So to me, I think of somebody either making plans or looking towards milestones, future milestones, things that they're planning, where they want to get, where they want to go. And there's a lot of positivity and optimism here. And generally, that's the main meaning I always get off of this card. But for some reason this week, like I said earlier, there's like somebody, they might feel like they're waiting, they're in a holding pattern, they're waiting on something to happen. So for a lot of Cancerians, maybe you feel something in the ether, like, all right, I feel something coming, feel something big coming. Hopefully it's a very good thing here, but there's an anticipation building. So for a lot of you in this time, if that's not something you're feeling right now, that might start to develop through the coming days and weeks, like some sort of anticipation. If you're not just focused on your future, where you're going to go, what you're going to do, there's some planning involved here as well. So we're just going to put that off to the side. I always say that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. Let's get you into tarot now. So let's shuffle it up one time. I'll get you 3 cards in the upright. Then we'll get into the intuitive juiciness. Let's shuffle it up here. What do we got for the Cancerians? And while we get the deck ready, let's talk about last week's reading, because it was a doozy, my friends. A doozy in the best possible way, because I titled the reading Best Reading Ever, because it was one of the best one. It was the best one I've ever read for Cancer. Now, you may be going through some tough things right now. That's very possible. But there was a lot of possibilities and good energy starting to move towards the Cancerians. So I would embrace that for sure. And those energies could still bleed over into this week. Even if the cards we pull right now have some challenges, there's still good energy that whatever it is you're working through or going through could turn out well. So let's see what we have for you this week. And as I always say, you know, energies are very fluid. They're never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone you're linked to. Let's get you 3. What do we got for Cancer here? Thank you. All right, we got the 2 of Cups. Good energy to start us off at the very least, or there could be like interpersonal relationships on the mind. That could be a soul connection right there. Let's get you 2 more. Good. Yeah, here's that waiting again, that manifesting. So we have the 3 of Wands, very similar to that Oracle card we had there. You really might feel like something's coming, like something big is coming. It's a big card of creation. 2, Ace of Pentacles. So it seems like we're still going to get a bit of a holdover of some positive energy, and I'm not going to complain about that, my friends. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into the juicy intuitive stuff. Lots of low numbered cards here this week. Now, at first glance, I look down here. We have a nice even distribution of elements. We got water, we have fire, we have earth. 2 of these elements are outer world expressions, so there's a nice little mixture of your outer world and your inner world here. Means you're not too cooped up on the inside so far. So we'll see how this all plays out. Like we got 1, 2, 3, nice low numbers. So some of you could be on a very new path that could have a lot of possibilities with this ace right there. So let's go through one by one. Position number one, the Two of Cups, beautiful energy on its face. Now, this could just be highlighting some sort of interpersonal connection. Oops, I knocked the Three of Wands off. Let's put them right back. Okay, the Two of Cups. All twos in tarot could represent being at a crossroads in life. They could represent decisions. They could represent choices. This one in particular is highly focused on those that we are very closely connected. So like I said, a soul connection, a soul bond, a soul tie, whether that is romantic, whether it's a friendship, a family member, someone that is very, very near and dear to your heart is represented by this Two of Cups. And usually it's a mutual feeling, not just coming from your side, but the other. These are two individuals that really feel connected. So I love this card. Generally, it's silky, smooth, easy flowing type of energy. And if we are talking about making a choice or choosing a direction, this card represents picking the right one or making the right choice. So I'm interested to see how this plays out, because it could easily just tell us how someone you are very closely tied to could be feeling, right? Like when we go in and clarify it, I always keep it simple. We could be seeing how someone's feeling or processing something. Now, moving to the center, we have the Three of Wands. There's that waiting energy once again, similar to this Oracle card, and I'll show you both of them. Look at them both. They're both looking off out at the sea. They're looking out to the horizon. So this is a card to me of future focus. This is a card of possibly being in a waiting pattern, in a holding pattern. One of my biggest cards of manifesting and creating. Now, I always say we are creator beings. We could create a lot of the things that come towards us. It's just about taking the proper action to meet the universe halfway. You can't just think about something and expect it to show up. You need to take the right action towards it. But with the way the energy is flowing here into the Ace of Pentacles, a lot of you could have something big coming in, like right down the pipeline. So just know in this time, your powers of manifesting are extra heightened. Or this could just be someone waiting, right? Patiently waiting for something to come in. So the clarifier for that is going to be super interesting to take a look at. Now, on the back end, we're ending the reading with a card of beginnings. Ace of Pentacles, my card of golden opportunities. Now, all aces are opportunities in my style, but this one in particular is like the golden opportunity. The goose that laid the golden egg. Spirit is going to drop something in your lap, and you got to pounce on it. As with all opportunities, if you don't jump on it, if you don't pounce on it, it can go away, can wither away. This could represent an uptick in money. This could represent an influx of money and material security. This is a really, really good card for a lot of people. It's just that golden opportunity coming in, and it could be manifested, like literally purposely manifested by you when this card shows up. You just need to take advantage of it. And especially with the Ace of Pentacles, I say this could be various different types of wins, various different types of victories. And we've been seeing that for you in recent weeks, like different wins, different victories. And that could be of the monetary kind. But I want to dive deeper on all this. We got a lot going on, Cancer. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, we're going to get a good shuffle here and see what's going on for my Cancerians in early October, please. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. What's going on that Two of Cups? And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Cancer, you drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Two of Cups time. Let's see what this individual has to say. Thank you. Quick, super quick. Oh. All right, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, there might be someone you're connected to that's going through a very difficult time. Okay, that's why I had that little awe type of feeling. The Queen of Wands is usually a card of self-confidence. You might be having issues with a fire sign or somebody with a major fire sign placement when the Queen of Wands shows up in reverse. Generally a card of sexiness, boldness, self-confidence, like someone that feels very secure and sure about themselves. So when I see it in reverse here, there might be someone you're connected to that is going through some difficulties or a difficult time. Maybe you are. Maybe there's a connection that you are connected with, and it's just an odd time. It's a weird time. There's like certain energies that feel a little off. Now, does that ruin all the beautiful energy we've already been feeling? Absolutely not. But there could just be someone you're connected to that is just really going through a difficult one, or there is some sort of shaking of confidence here. That's like the main name of the game that I'm picking up here with this Queen of Wands. This is a card of knowing where to direct one's energy, where to direct one's focus. And it's all internal here. So this person could have like scattered feelings, scattered thoughts. They could be anxious. And even though fire isn't one of my elements of anxiety or nervousness, I'm just picking up somebody going through a very difficult time. So just be cognizant of that. Be aware of that. If you're not having issues in a connection, there could be somebody that may need help or assistance. Okay, even if they don't ask for it. That's just the vibe I'm picking up here. So we're going to keep pressing forward. I don't feel like it's a super in-depth thing that we need to keep peeling back. Okay. Hopefully you're not losing confidence in some sort of connection. I don't really think that's it, but that could be a possibility for some of you. But let's see why that Three of Wands is in the mix. Mainly, I feel like this is how someone is feeling, okay? Like there's a hit to the confidence. But let's see what this manifesting is about. I'm not going to linger there. It's that Three of Wands in the mix. Yeah, waiting for some action here, and it's going to come. We have the Eight of Wands here. Beautiful. So now we're picking up a lot of fire here, and I always say when there's a lot of fire, there's a lot of action. There's a lot of movement. It's very fast moving, it's determined, and it could be explosive sometimes as well. So for a lot of you, I'm sensing there could be possible breakthroughs coming in for a lot of you where things make sense. Information comes in like, okay, this is what I've been waiting for. This is the breakthrough I've been waiting for. This Eight of Wands represents communication, talks, good news possibly coming in. Something you are waiting for or have been waiting for could come. So if there's a conversation you've been wanting to have, somebody you've been wanting to talk to, that's an absolute possibility here. I'm feeling the energy of breakthroughs and like sudden action or explosive action. It's showing up here. And for another portion of you, it could be really, really good news or really exciting news. It feels good. Like it's giving me a sense of excitement just reading off of this. Now, the Eight of Wands, yes, it's a card that can happen suddenly. So just brace yourself in this time. Like if things have been slow, if you've been in a holding pattern or things have been on a decline, expect a big sudden shift or a big sudden advancement. That's just the energy this is picking up. Okay, so we might be looking at separate things here, but there's big leaps and gains about to come in, whether it does come in the form of exciting news or whether it's something you've been waiting for coming in suddenly. I really, really like this energy. So let's see how it caps off when we get to the Ace of Pentacles here. Once again, I feel like we don't need to really overdo this, but it's nice. It feels good. So why is the Ace of Pentacles here? Half the spread, more than half so far, is all fire. So if you've been in a lull or downtime of any kind, like this is a big pickup. Business is about to pick up, my friends. So let's see what this Ace of Pentacles is about. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. Definitely claimable energy. But yeah, whatever you try to manifest in this time could come in very, very quickly. That's a big vibe I'm picking up here. Beautiful. Beautiful. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the upright underneath this Ace of Pentacles. Like, hey, today is your lucky day, my friends. Karmic. So for some of you, this could represent like a new karmic cycle kicking in or karmic rewards coming down the pipeline for some of you. When I get the Wheel of Fortune, it is a card of change. So with all the stuff like waiting, action suddenly happening, it makes sense that we get a card like this wheel. But regardless of the energy surrounding it, this stuff in the front end, the stuff in the middle, this is a good luck charm. That something big is coming for a lot of you. And can it be a big win? Yes. Can it be a big victory? Absolutely. Specifically in the monetary fashion. But I would expect change when the wheel starts turning. I would expect karmic change, karmic cycles. And we've been seeing it since the beginning with these low numbers, with the 1, the 2, the 3. The wheel tells us that like a new journey, a new cycle is about to kick off, and it feels very good for a lot of Cancerians. Okay, I would claim these energies on the back end. And once again, it's either a new karmic cycle kicking in or it's karmic rewards. Take whichever one applies to you. But let's go through and do a quick recap here, because we still have a lot of positive energy from last week still bleeding over into this week. And it feels really good to me, but let's go through one by one before the shadow. Position number 1, we have the Two of Cups with the Queen of Wands in reverse. I would say this was the biggest roadblock within the reading this week, because this could be representing someone that you're connected to that's going through a very difficult time, lacking some sort of confidence, or they just feel off about something. Sure, you might be having issues with a fire sign when this shows up, but mainly this felt like somebody else. Like maybe there's a connection that you're losing a little bit of confidence in, or an individual. But to me, this feels like someone's having a difficult time. They might need help even if they're not asking for it. We'll just leave it at that. Moving to the center, we have the Three of Wands with the Eight of Wands, and I've been having this like waiting, this anticipating, this manifesting into this like sudden action or sudden breakthrough that comes through, and it's like that fiery explosive. So I really love this energy in the center. If there's something you've been waiting for a long time, that could really come in. Manifest, manifest, manifest in this time, because there's a big possibility for it to come in way quicker than normal when we have this in the center. And you could receive some exciting news here or hear back from something you've been waiting on. On the back end, more of the same beautiful energy that's claimable. We have the Ace of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, one of the best alignments you could ask for in a tarot reading. Good luck charms, golden opportunities, big wins, big victories, all good things here. It could be karmic rewards, or it could just be spirit saying, hey, the cycle that you're about to move into has a lot of prosperity that could be leaned into. Like you could be moving into a very, very good time. But I feel like I just need to say again, whatever you hear back on or whatever it is you're purposely manifesting could come in very suddenly, very rapidly in a good way. So claim this energy, Cancer. Please take a screenshot. I'm going to get you a shadow card now. So let's shuffle it up one time and see what's in the shadows for the Cancerians. I love this energy. This is good. So it's like 3 weeks in a row where we're getting positive things. So even if you're going through ups and downs, this is good stuff, okay? And yeah, I always like to pull this at the end of every spread, just one card to see what's going on, whether it's a shadow within you, whether it's a shadow of something you don't quite see just yet. It's very introspective and nice. So let's get you one. And yes, if you've made it to this point in the reading, feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link to it down in the comments. Okay, obviously no pressure, but for this first month, I'll be doing a personal spread for anyone that becomes a channel member. It's only like a week or two left for that, so no pressure. Let's get you one shadow card. Thank you. Okay, we have the Hermit. Ooh, someone withdrawing a little energy here, huh? Maybe some of you are connected to a Virgo or someone with prominent Virgo placements. The Hermit, yeah, very pulled back and withdrawn. There could be something or someone you're purposely pulling your energy back from here. Or you could be in hermit mode yourself. Now, hermit mode isn't always a bad thing. Sometimes it's good to sit back, reconnect with yourself, connect with your inner voice, and lean into spirituality and wisdom. That's a good aspect of the Hermit, but at the same time, it could represent a little bit of solitude. It could represent a little bit of loneliness. So in this time, watch out for things like that. There could be communication issues as well. We did see a little bit of waiting, but watch out for feelings of loneliness and solitude in this time when we have the Hermit in the shadows, okay? Because you might just be pulling your energy back in one form or another. But Cancer, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the October subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the September subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced after this week's Fire and Air readings. But for October, I'll be going back to one of the classics. I'll be giving away 2 copies of the Everyday Witches Tarot. It's one of the most beautiful decks out there. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. Second, let me know down in the comments if there's a zodiac sign that you clash with. If so, which signs do you kind of bump heads with? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of October, your name will be announced in the community tab, my friends. As always, much love, and I'll see you next time.